Hello, hi, welcome back to Young Minds Utopia. I'm alone today. I'm not with the girls, back to school, back to reality. But I thought it's fitting for me to come and have a serious one with you today. And I guess what I want to address today, part three of how did we get here, is answering some of the sensitive questions that I feel like, I can answer them on my own. They don't necessarily need the kids to be there. So keeping up with the momentum of owning my own story, I'm here to give you a part three of how did we get here, ever since recent developments of the news that went viral about my lifestyle, my living conditions, and so on and so forth. I'm laughing because you know what? I never ever thought that anything I say would ever go viral like it did. But I'm happy that it did go viral on truth, what I was saying, not what somebody else was saying about me or my children. So, before I start that though, let me remind you, make sure that you don't just watch here. Subscribe, like, share, and please don't be afraid to share your commentary or ask any question. It will come in handy because then I will know what is it that you'd like to know about me, my life, my children. And Young Minds Utopia is a channel where we cultivate young minds so that we can make sure that we reshape and change the narrative. Just because you come from a broken home or a broken background, you do not have to turn into a broken adult. And if you are broken, maybe this is where you can find healing, because I did. I'm still healing, but nonetheless. So I've been getting questions on a lot of the TikToks and the Twitter X threads that I've been picking up. The main question is, why doesn't she just go home? That's the main question. Why doesn't she just go home? I mean, it's not like she comes from a poor family, and it's not like her family has disowned her. It's pretty clear that this girl, having a family with both parents being civil servants and coming from the suburbs, does not come from a disadvantaged background. So why is she living in women and children safety house in Joburg? Like, why le gapeletša go dula Joburg yang gae go go padile yang gae? Well, first of all, I can't go home because my oldest kid is in grade 7, which is the last year of high school. Of primary school. So I cannot have her destabilized. I cannot have her life switched up, because my biggest concern is I might just, destabilize her to the point where it affects her studies. Right. And then secondly, I don't see myself going home to settle at home. Most of the work I get is here in Joburg. So going home is just making it more difficult for me to find work within the industry. And then lastly, there's a deeper issue related to not going back home. Not everybody's childhood home is a home for them. And in most cases, you'd find that it's a trigger. In some cases, it's really just taking you back to your childhood trauma. And I guess without divulging too much, you'd have to get my book to find out what I mean by that. Get my book. It's A Decade in My Lifetime at gmail.com. Send an email there, the name of the book at gmail.com, and we will assist you on how to get it. Yes, we do ship the book across the country. We haven't really done shipping within Africa, but we're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. And then, last but not least, where are the father of the children? Where are the fathers? Like, why Sokola? Banaba was what did we do? So the case here is Robbie's dad is very much present in her life. She visits him every school holidays. They talk on a daily. He is a present father, and I don't want him to be painted under the same brush as somebody else, as if they're not doing anything. He's there for his kid, but you see, he's there for his kid because it's his kid. I'm not his kid, so it's up to me to manage my own livelihood. Okay? And then Kawe's dad is another story. I don't know where he is. I haven't heard from him for 3 years. Have I tried taking him to maintenance court? No. Because if he's not working, what's the use of going to maintenance court? They're going to tell you, well, he's not working, he doesn't have an income. Yes, I know. How does he live? Wherever he gets his money to survive, he can divide that with the kid. Listen, quite frankly, I'm happy that we are safe where we are, because if he has to be part of the picture, I feel like my life will be threatened again. I mean, if you want background in that as well, I would suggest you go and get my book and read up on it as well. But that's what I want to answer for now. I'm not going to divulge further because I feel like I have explained in detail certain things in my book. But lastly, I just wanted to come here and say, you know what? As much as right now may look like we the Armeskepsele, and everybody knows my circumstance, and you know, but one thing for sure is when your lows are known about on a public platform, then your wins will definitely be known about on a public platform as well. So to those who are crying with me, don't worry, in just a matter of time, you will be laughing and celebrating with me. You know why? Because when God shows up, only He can take the glory. He can't share the glory with no other man. Only God can take the glory. When He shows up, He will show off, and He does exceedingly and above our expectations. So many things are in the pipeline. Even I can't stop pinching myself because I just can't believe how much is happening. So I would say speaking has helped me mentally with my mental health. It has, because then I wasn't living in shame. I wasn't ducking and diving. And I wasn't pretending to be okay when I wasn't okay. So here I am today, seeing greener pastures where He said He will lead me, experiencing still waters, and seeing the table being prepared for me in front of my enemies. I don't mean to brag, but I think it's okay to brag about what the Lord has done for you. All right then, I think that's it. Short and sweet. I'll check you out next time. Make sure you comment, subscribe, like, and share. Shalom, shalom.